Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, afternoon, start of a new year. So, this is a project finally. We'll get some work done. Heading to Florida, that whole thing, waiting to get the materials and whatnot. So, a friend of mine bought a house and hired some contractors. I was out of state, I wasn't around. And oh my goodness. So, he wants this place to be nice. It's his first house, and he wants what he wants. So I guess he put a lot of trust in the tile guy slash designer that I think he calls himself. And just going to give you a little bit of a tour of this one room. There's going to be a few projects going on here, so this is one room. I'm going out today, a couple places to find some selections, get some ideas for him, do some designs. So here we go. All right, so this room was actually remodeled already. It did need updating. The house is about 20 years old, and needed some updating. So this is what the tile guy came up with, and it's just makes me want to run out into traffic. It's just a little busy, right? So then you get things like this where, okay, you can't stretch the tile, but what he did was just started from the floor, went up, and I guess he was waiting to see what happened. I'm not sure. So first thing we're going to do is get rid of all this busyness, which is a shame because what a waste. We are going to be putting the toilet on this side of the room, which it was not before. Now, things like this happen. I mean, it's not the end all, but that tile cut right there is not covered by the register cover. So little things like that. And I'm not one to pick people's work apart, but this was all pointed out by the homeowner. Just a huge grout line. Just not okay. And this tile does not come with a bullnose edge, which you would normally use to finish something like this. But why he used this type of edging, I don't know. Instead of a bullnose or a squared off. And I don't know if he got a sale on it, but he also put them in here, which I personally don't understand. Another thing that had happened, you see this color of the grout, how dark it is, and down on the floor, they started with something lighter, but ran out. So they kind of just used what they had around. Just little details that, I don't know. And then you have this here, he just used it again, where you have it here on edge. Here it's on flat. I don't know. And you have this finished piece here that it's on backwards. I mean, if you're trying to simulate a window casing, casings usually start smaller and come out thicker. So, and also when you're doing something like this, to end up with a piece of tile like that, it's just not okay. I mean, these aren't, and this is why the homeowner is upset because of stuff like this. He's willing to spend the money, he wants what he wants, and you get stuff like that. And with tile, you're obviously going to be looking at it for a very long time. So something like this, he could have just taken off, calculated it, and taken off just a little bit off of each tile, and probably made up for that. And then also you get where it's just not laid right. So that's something we're going to do. We're probably going to move this wall a bit so that it's centered on the window, which it also is not. And speaking with the homeowner, what he really wants is a neutral bathroom, which just because it's gray, I don't personally consider this neutral. It's just so much happening, and even this tile, I said to him, what was the idea on that? And he says, I don't know, I came home and it was up. So, doing design work, like I don't know if I've approached this yet, but I've not gone to any design school or training or anything, but just like I think almost 30 years in the business, you get to learn a lot of things. So this is all going to go away, and what we are toying with now is doing a zero threshold, no threshold, with a linear drain where they now have the curb. So I'm not sure just yet what kind of tile is going to go in. I'm going to check that out at a couple places, whatever is open today. This window also is going to change because they had moved that wall, made it longer towards the window to project out towards the window more to make a bigger shower. And now it's not lined up with the door. It's not really lined up with anything. So we're toying with putting a like a garden window in, kind of a box that sticks out of glass. Maybe shortening it a little bit and lengthening it. This wall here will be where the vanities go, likely across. So just interesting. These are some befores, and when I get to the store, I'll take a look at some stuff and share it with you and see what we're going to do. All right, talk to you soon. Thanks. Have a great day.